Welcome to Ecstatic Pain Relief Secrets. I am Barbara J. Semple, the Empowered Healing Mentor. I applaud you for being here and dedicating this time to your health and living without pain. We are all here today because we want to go beyond what we know about chronic pain, beyond what's not working for us anymore, and what's possible today for shifting out of struggling pain. You're in the right place if you're dealing with chronic pain and you are ready for lasting pain relief to be the new normal for you. I know about debilitating pain. I've been where you are, and I am excited to support you in being in a pain-free, thriving life. Did you know that over 100 million Americans suffer from chronic pain, and almost 70% of Americans take at least one prescription drug? And more than half of Americans take two. This according to researchers at the Mayo Clinic and Olmsted Medical Center. The most commonly prescribed drugs among those studied were opioids, antidepressants, and antibiotics. This masterclass is perfect if you want healing know-how that can reduce your pain levels and without prescription drug use. Now, a few thoughts before we start. This free masterclass will be about an hour long, maybe a little less, and it's full of information. Consider gathering your water bottle and snacks so you can be present for the whole hour. And the legalese part. The information presented in this video in its entirety is strictly for educational purposes only, and in no way is intended to treat, cure, diagnose, prescribe, or replace professional medical advice or emergency care. The educational information I provide is intended to complement rather than replace any advice of your own physician or other health care professional. And I, Barbara J. Semple, do not treat, cure, diagnose, prescribe, or in any way replace professional medical advice or emergency care. I'm excited to share today's masterclass, Ecstatic Pain Relief Secrets, because I have experienced ecstatic relief, and I have witnessed it often in my sessions with clients. I can say without a doubt that moments of ecstatic relief and harmony of body, mind, spirit do happen spontaneously, like little delights that expand into bigger delights. Like a time when out of the blue you receive without effort a really big whole body exhale that reminds you that you weren't breathing as well just before that. Moments when no part of your body hurts, moments when every part of you feels happy and serene, and you just want to stay in this moment forever. As the Empowered Healing Mentor, I have a unique way of helping you get pain relief. I've created a program based on 40 years of my personal study and practice of mind-body therapies. I empower myself as well as others with practical wisdom that's super easy to do. I was doing an interview recently, and after the interview, the woman said, "Wow, you are a clearinghouse of healing wisdom. You have test-driven it." Yes, I have test-driven all the coaching I share. When you are struggling in severe pain, the last thing you need is something you have to figure out how to do. You need effortless healing, and you need it now, not later. You're in the right place if you are in overwhelming pain, and all you think about is the pain. The pain overrides your whole life. Pain isn't just about an injury or surgery. Pain can also be fear or depression or anxiety or overwhelm or sleeplessness, among other discomforts that last a long time. The pain makes you feel lonely and isolated, unlovable, held in bondage by this suffering that persists. Anything that keeps you from feeling deeply happy in your body and in your life is pain. Since we're going to be spending some time together today, I'd like to share a bit about who I am and why I'm so excited for you to know joyful, smiling all day pain relief. My life today is awesome compared to what it was. I can walk on my own. I laugh a lot. I kayak in the summer, snowshoe in the winter. I do water aerobics. I walk on the elliptical. And I've even gone swimming with dolphins and humpback whales. I am happy with my life, and I feel deeply connected to my soul self. It was not always so for me. In the prime of my life, I was struck down with severe rheumatoid arthritis. I went from being very physically active, playing racquetball 5 or 6 days a week, to crying all the time from the painful, whole, mental, emotional, physical disturbance. I had to move back in with my parents and my dying grandmother because I couldn't take care of myself. A dear friend made my car payments for 9 months because I couldn't work. I couldn't turn the doorknob to open a door. At one point in this immobilizing pain, I couldn't get down or up off the toilet without someone helping me. I used a rolling walker with armrests because I could not use my hands or arms. And a great deal of damage to my hands occurred in the first 18 months of outrageous inflammation. I had 2 turning point moments that would define my healing. There were many lessons and triumphs over the last 30 years of dealing with this dangerous, beautiful life project, as I sometimes call it. And there are 2 turning point moments that stand out for me. The first turning point moment was deciding to find some alternatives. And it had occurred to me after I'd gone to so many doctors and specialists, and I even went to Stanford Medical Center, and they said, all we can give you is really strong aspirin-like drugs. And they gave me a chemotherapy drug that made my veins feel like they were on fire. One day I decided to learn about subtle energies and things I could do on my own to offset some pain. I began studying at the Acupressure Institute in Berkeley, California. I cried every night as I was driving home from class with the overwhelming feelings and pains. It seemed I was crying about everything that had happened in my life from infancy on. I know, I cried a lot in those first few years. The second turning point was big for me. I gave up. I gave up. I was so tired of working so hard to find a cure. I felt like I was chasing the dragon's tail, and never would I catch it. Every doctor wanted to hear the same painful stories. What drugs was I taking? Even if they already had it written down in their notes, I had to repeat it. And then there were the numerous blood draws. I hated needles. The trying all the time was incredibly difficult. I was more exhausted trying to find something that would give me relief without beating the crap out of me in the process. And when I gave up trying for a cure, I felt better. My pain levels were lower. I was still dealing with about a 7 or 8 level of pain, and that was still better than off the charts higher than 10 pain level. In a nutshell, I began a fast track of transformation with other students who were in the same boat as me that helped me release mental, emotional, and physical pains from my whole life. I learned a multitude of healing modalities, and a few of the things I learned I have continued to do every day for my own pain relief, as well as my own health and well-being. Today, I have a confidence that I can help myself anytime, no matter what. You can have that too. And this is important. In my program, you don't have to dig up painful memories from your past to get well. And that's why I'm so passionate about sharing this webinar masterclass with you, so you can get started on the path to lasting pain relief with ecstatic pain relief secrets right now. In this masterclass training, get ready to find 3 ecstatic In this masterclass training, get ready to find 3 ecstatic pain relief secrets, plus quick tips and quick steps, and a few surprises. I will begin with ecstatic pain relief secret number 3, then secret number 2, and secret number 1 in that order. The number 1 secret will be towards the end of this class and will be one of the best things you ever learn to do for yourself. You will learn major mistakes that are causing your pain so you can avoid them. And there's more coming. I'm going to share everything I can in our time together. There's still more to know about big chronic pain relief. I've just barely touched the surface. I promise I will show you a way you can get more support. Be sure to stay until the very end of the class for information on how to receive your valuable free gift from me. Right now, here is an ecstatic relief story about a man, a client I call the man who could not shave. About 8 years ago, a man called for an appointment with me. He said he couldn't raise his arm over his head. He said the diagnosis was a frozen shoulder. He couldn't raise his arm to shave or take care of his personal needs. He wanted to avoid surgery if he could. I said it would probably require 6 to 8 healing sessions. He came to see me for sessions twice a week. On about session 4, he could raise his arm partly. The pain was becoming less and less, and by the 8th session, he had no pain. He had the full range of motion of his shoulder, raising his arm above his head. He could shave and take care of his needs. He was quite euphoric that he had regained the full use of his shoulder and arm without drugs. He most definitely had an ecstatic pain relief experience. Today is about ecstatic pain relief. So here is ecstatic pain relief secret number 3 to lifting chronic pain from your body. Ecstatic pain relief secret number 3 says, your thoughts can harm you or help you. Your thoughts can harm you or help you. The reason some people don't get better or even think of their mind as part of the healing process is because it isn't familiar, maybe too complicated, especially when you are in tremendous pain. They don't think they can get better, for example, without drugs. It can be difficult to even get to a place of clear mind. It's easy to fall back into or stay stuck in an old way of thinking about your pain, your life, and not getting better. In your healing journey, there isn't just one way. You have options. It's usually a combination of things that brings on whole being health. One thing I would say is do not worry if you need prescription drug help. I can help you tackle that later. In my ebook, What Your Doctors Don't Tell You About Chronic Pain, I share one thing I am passionate about for shifting out of pain, and it's so easy to do. To begin shifting into pain relief, stop owning the medical diagnosis that you have been given by your doctor. Speaking about my fibromyalgia or my sciatica or my heart attack as if you own it is an example of how unconsciously your mind harms you by keeping you in pain. Even the doctors talk about your disease. They need to talk about your specific disease. You don't. How much does it cost you in time, energy, as well as money to keep holding on to a diagnosis? Are the costs too high to keep it a part of your identity? Consider the Buddhist saying, what you think, you become. Buddhists think about the Buddha a lot. They meditate a lot and they think about compassion for others. When you think about your pains all day, every day, you talk about them to everyone, you get worse. Pain and suffering gets worse. You don't get well as quickly, you feel stuck, you miss out on a lot, and when you are in pain, you choose to stay home rather than to be out with your friends. You might feel ashamed about how long it has taken you to get better. You may even have to leave your job because the pain is so bad that you spend half of your time sleeping from the pain meds you need to take. Have you ever gone to a support group and come home feeling worse from everyone talking about their pains and you sympathize with all of it? It's not your fault. It's been an unconscious mind thing until now. When you give yourself permission to try something new, to go the distance and really give it a chance to work, you improve your possibilities for euphoric pain relief. With guidance to engage your body, mind, spirit with new possibilities, different from meditation, you begin to know more of those euphoric, happy surprise moments of lasting pain relief. You hear some real stories about jump for joy or smiling all day relief. The more you go in the direction of pain-free wholeness, the more effortless becomes the joy, the ability to generate self-love, and a deep soul connection. This is a really good goal to have. The same way that a new love relationship improves with time of loving each other, so too your opportunities for euphoric pain relief without drugs increase. If you have struggled with relentless pain, you know that any day without pain can be a day of ecstasy. My approach for your personal healing, as I do for my own, is to offer what is easy, graceful, and compassionate for you to do without effort. What supports your healthy, conscious and unconscious mind in your healing? You will be surprised how quickly you can shift into ease. You enjoy gentle reinforcement of what works as well, what works well, and you recognize improvements as you go. It doesn't mean you will never have a pain or injury. It means now you know how to shift out of pain and return to harmony quickly. So your mind is one of your best allies. It may not seem so at times when you are really in pain. Some people do give all their power to their thoughts and their subconscious mind, often unconsciously. Human nature is complicated and brilliant in the way the mind rules our life when we allow it. What pain stories does your mind keep telling you? Does your mind harm you or harmonize you? Sometimes a person needs really big help to get the body out of serious crisis and back into a harmonizing, healing mode. Now this is important. If you must take prednisone, and all you've ever heard about this drug or made up about this drug is that it is poison or it harms you, and even that you are deathly afraid of it, then that is what your mind tells your cells to do with prednisone. Your mind says it hurts your body. After having so many people over the years give me their unsolicited opinions about medicines I was taking, telling me they were poison or toxic, I came to a huge realization. Why would I ever want to poison or harm myself? 2 things to know. 1, bless your medicines before you take them every time. Bless them and intend that only the highest best good comes from the prednisone or the chemotherapy or whatever the drug. Tell your body and your cells to dump anything that doesn't serve you. And 2, when you add simple energetic healing steps into your daily health routine, your body is more able to clear the toxins, heavy metals, drugs, and anything. So you don't have to worry about that. Now there's a healthy thought. Again, ecstatic pain relief, secret number 3 says, your mind can harm you or help you. Here is Dr. Joni's ecstatic story. I live with chronic pain from back and neck issues, she says, that forced me to retire from my dental practice. With the use of Healing Touch Quick Steps, my pain levels have been reduced more dramatically than with medication in just moments a day. Even our dog, an 11-year-old lab who has severe arthritis and ruptured ACL ligament in one of her legs, has felt relief from the Healing Touch Quick Steps. This wisdom is worth its weight in gold for one simple reason, she says. This process works. Thank you, Dr. Joni. Does this sound good to you? So now let's do a simple Healing Touch Quick Step together right now. You will need to use both of your hands for this quick step. One, notice the pain. 2, place your fingertips on your cheekbone. Let's place the fingertips on our right side cheekbone. Place your left hand fingertips on your right side collarbone just below the actual bone. Cheekbone and same side collarbone. Relax your shoulders, arms, and hands, and simply breathe normally. Allow yourself to be in this quick step mode for a minute or two. Just breathing comfortably, and allow the healing to occur. In my Empowered Healing program, I reveal safe, proven, and effective ways that engage the body, mind, and spirit you. If you want someone to listen and pinpoint exactly what you need for moving into a thriving life, I do that very well. At the end of my program, you are well on your way to an empowered living flow of pain-free with your body's natural system of healing. No more fighting to get better. You surprise yourself that you didn't think about pain all day. You sense greater wholeness and connection to all that is good with ease and grace and joy. Now let's move on to ecstatic pain relief secret number 2. Ecstatic pain relief secret number 2 says, partner with the divine source of your healing. Partner with the divine source of your healing. You are more than your body of bones and blood. There is an infinite life force that animates all life on this planet. Some call this phenomenon the divine source. The Taoists call it the place from which 10,000 things come. Infinite life force is an integral part of our natural human nature. I call it being connected to the big picture level. Imagine sitting in the arms of a cosmic mother who is always there to love you and take care of your every need. An important piece, the most important piece of a cohesive healing plan, in my opinion, is to partner with the spirit part of yourself. Countless times I have listened to individual clients' struggles as they are expressing their severe distresses in their health. They don't know what to do. When I ask them if they have a personal relationship with a higher power, spirit, or God, they say they have forgotten to include spirit, or whatever that is for you. Or they don't have a relationship like that as part of their life. They don't know how to do that, or that asking for help might really help. Their suffering has taken over the lead and holds them in bondage. Is this something you experienced in your life? Have you forgotten about the higher power of you? No worries, we can help with that too, effortlessly. The thing is, if you have to start somewhere, or try again, maybe it's time for a new level of understanding. Take the word revitalizing, for example. It means to give new vitality or vigor to something. Where better to go than straight to partnering with Divine Source for revitalizing your pain-free life? Anyone dealing with chronic symptoms knows how the pain zaps you of energy. In your coaching time with me, partnering with the Divine Source is another one of those things that you will be happy to know is quite effortless. You don't even have to think about it if you don't want to. I know I'm using the word effortless a lot. That's because from my own experiences of severe pain, I know I don't have any extra energy for doing anything with effort. When you set your intention to begin partnering with your divine source, there's nothing you need to figure out. You experience a natural flow of healing. And this is important. Partnering with divine source works with any kind of belief system. Even a belief system that says, this stuff doesn't work. It works whether you believe it or not, actually. One big challenge of dealing with chronic pain or any difficult healing project is how much time and energy it uses for your daily living. This is actually where partnering with your divine source can be helpful. You can easily get into a rhythm of taking what you need from any moment or situation and just as easily dump the rest. In my Empowered Healing program, I teach you how to become really good at letting go of what keeps you in pain bondage. It could have pleasant side effects like a sense of expanding time for you, or most certainly giving you some breathing room from the overriding pain that controls your life. Maybe even experiencing the deep peace of the silence within your heart. Again, ecstatic pain relief secret number 2 says, partner with the divine source of your healing. Here is Leva Daniels' ecstatic story. She says, I tried most of the exercises. I was quite tired when I started, but I definitely perked up. I felt more clarity, awake, and open. My sinuses drained and my cramps went away. It was so cool. Now it is time to apply another easy, quick step. You will need to use both of your hands again for this quick step. Notice any pain. Place your left hand on your left shoulder and place your right hand palm flatly on your right side breast area. Shoulder and opposite breast area. Relax your shoulders, arms, and hands and exhale. Breathe normally and simply be with your body's system of natural healing for a minute or two. In my Empowered Healing program, you have my wellspring of empowering wisdom with me as your personal guide to help you shift any blind spots, to keep you on track and maximize your euphoric pain relief. Be sure to listen at the end of this masterclass for how to receive your complimentary free gift. Stay tuned. And finally, the number 1 ecstatic pain relief secret. Get your hands on the body as soon as the pain starts. Ecstatic pain relief secret number 1 says, get your hands on your body as soon after an injury as you can. Doing a healing touch quick step right away helps keep the pain or disturbance from settling deeper into your body tissues. The longer you wait to give your injury some attention, the longer it takes to recover harmony. Why it is so important to be proactive about your healing and relieving pains as soon as possible is because your body's natural system of healing will continue to speak pain messages louder, going deeper into the body and becoming more painful until it has your undivided attention and you are committed to helping the pain go away. The longer you put off healing help ultimately causes greater pain and inflammation and deeper disturbance. And I want to add something right here. I want you to know, as I'm filming this video, it's really hot summer. And I have to keep pushing my glasses up so that I can see what I'm doing. So I apologize for that, and I just want you to know I'm really passionate about helping you with your pain relief needs. Thank you for your understanding. One of my clients said she thinks of me now whenever she has had an injury. She thanks me often for giving her this one ecstatic relief secret of getting her hands on the body as soon as possible, and she uses it all the time. She notices how much quicker an injury recovers. This ecstatic pain relief secret is really important because when you deal with chronic pain for years and years, you're so used to the pain that when another pain happens, you may not realize it if you are on pain meds. Or you just give up. It's another one of those things that makes you feel overwhelmed. You may get so numb to the pain that you don't even realize that your body's hurting with something new that needs help. Or you just don't care anymore. Whatever it is, the thing about pain is the fact that the body is asking you to take care of it, to love your whole self, body, mind, spirit. Don't panic. The body is part of a bigger picture of you that is always striving for you to know and be love. The good news, and maybe the bad news if you are struggling, is that your healing journey is about you knowing and loving yourself. Body pain is the body's way of speaking and asking for help. How many times in your life did you ask for help and nobody heard you? Or they heard you and didn't respond anyway? The body messages become more difficult to notice when a person is always in a state of chronic pain, because your default with so much pain sometimes is to give up and ignore it. A non-response can cause helplessness, and you dive deeper into depression or discomfort, and the pain gets worse. Not to mention when the pain does get worse, and you've got to go to the doctor, you might have to have physical therapy, or surgery seems the only option. The last thing you want is one more unpredictable thing to go wrong. Not only can this cost you your health and your happiness, this can cost you big time financially. Doctor visits, MRIs, X-rays, an ER visit alone could be upwards of $10,000 or more. And every one of these things takes your limited life force further down, draws on your precarious reserves. Your body's already in major fight or flight mode. All these things are even worse if you don't have medical insurance. It could be upwards of $100,000, and this is not something you want to mess around with. I've said this before. When you are in pain, your body is really asking for help. Maybe no one helped you in your life before, until now. I am here to help you take baby steps. Responding to your body's needs becomes a beautiful body-mind-spirit relationship, a process, a self-love relationship that improves with age. When you act with compassion for yourself, your body responds with relief. When you are responsive to your pain immediately, you begin to understand your body's natural system of healing and actually how it quickly stops hurting. You start going in the direction of wholeness, pain relief, faster relief, less time healing. Literally, when it first happens, you can't believe it, and you want more of it. Trust me, compassion for you is the path of true healing if you want it. Imagine paying attention to your body's pain needs with hands-on support and how this might help right after surgery to bring healthy circulation to a wound. There are practitioners around the country now who offer healing energy work before, sometimes during, and then after a surgery. Your body's natural imperative is to always come into balance. You can be proactive. The body-mind-spirit begins to reweave from deep, deep tissue all the way to and including your skin surface. You can even watch the incision go from deep shades of purple, black, and blue to becoming pinker and seeing the incision completely healed in much less time. Little progressive steps, effortless steps. You realize that your body heals without effort. Over time, you realize you need less medicines and you need to go to the doctor less. Now you know exactly what to do when you're in pain. You start loving your body because it's feeling better. You might start knowing you have this invisible team of allies. You feel it. Your spirit, mind, and body work together. The pain becomes a non-issue. You get your hands on your hurting body right away. You have a go-to healing touch quick step. You wake up in the morning and there's no part of your body that is speaking loudly. It's really heavenly, pure ecstasy. So you may be wondering, okay, Barbara, you're telling me to be responsive, but what if I don't know how? Or what works best when I feel the pain? It just overwhelms me. I can help you with that. After living with chronic pain for so long, it makes complete sense that you would train yourself to not feel your body. It's a self-protection mechanism that has helped you cope until now. The beauty of my Empowered Healing program is that ultimately you become an active participant in so many ways, quickly and easily addressing your lasting relief right away. A client came to me for a healing session for unusual constipation. She said when she arrived that it was diagnosed as an intestinal blockage. She had been constipated for weeks before she decided she needed help and finally asked for it. Her normal pattern was to just deny and ignore something in hopes that it would just go away, that it was nothing, or she was really afraid. If she hadn't waited so long, would her body have helped her move it through more easily? I think so. Ignoring the problem caused it to become progressively worse. The body is amazing at letting us know when we're doing the right thing. If it doesn't improve with whatever you are doing, including ignoring it or wishing it away, there is likely something more serious going on, and a different remedy is required. Or it's time to ask your doctor for more assistance. During my client's session with me, I knew what would help her with gentle movement. My approach to healing is very gentle, and even more gentle when someone is in a critical state. Within the hour after she returned home, my client did have smooth movement, and she did, on my advice, go to her doctor for more guidance. Here is what doctors John and Sharon Franklin, best-selling authors of Gift of the Jaguar, have to say about the empowered healing possibilities that are part of my program. 5 minutes a day, doing even one of 50 lessons, can change your life and your health. The beauty of Barbara's work lies in its simplicity. You will amaze yourself how quickly you can find relief from chronic discomfort. It works, and it's fun. Thanks, John and Sharon. Now here is a special quick tip for avoiding the biggest mistake that stops you from lasting pain relief progress. Consider choosing a good quality of life over struggling every time. You only have the present moment. Will you choose to spend this moment well, feeling happy and serene, or feeling sad and miserable? How long will you struggle? Let's do another easy quick step right now. You will want to use both of your hands again for this quick step. Again, notice any pain. Place your right hand on your left mid-upper arm with your thumb on one side of the arm and your fingers on the other side. Imagine your right hand fingers form a C-clamp on your left mid-upper arm. While holding your left mid-upper arm, place that left arm on your opposite inner thigh. Holding upper arm and opposite thigh. Relax your shoulders, arms, and hands and exhale. Breathe normally and be with your body's natural system of healing for a minute or two, up to 5 minutes if you want. There you have it. I just revealed 3 ecstatic pain relief secrets. Ecstatic pain relief secret number 3 says, your thoughts can harm you or help you. Ecstatic pain relief secret number 2 says, partner with the divine source of your healing. And the number 1 ecstatic pain relief secret says, get your hands on the body as soon as the pain starts. You also heard how to get lasting pain relief in more ways than 3 and to feel really good in your body. You found the idea of dumping what does not serve you in your healing. You considered the true path of healing. You heard at least 4 remarkable success stories of effortless healing. And you experienced do-it-yourself relief options too. It's a lot of information in an hour to process. You still need a plan. Where do you start? How do you take back the lead of your life from the pain that still holds you in bondage? You can have lasting pain relief and a good quality of life too. What about making time for changing to thriving well-being? Can you make a commitment to going the distance to real euphoric harmony? I am passionate and committed to helping you close the gap between where you are now to a place of lasting pain relief, fluid range of motion, and smiling from head to toes relief. I'd love to show you how to take the next step. Come with me now to this webpage and check it out. www.empoweredhealingprogram.com/apply. This is that fabulous free gift I told you about in the beginning of this class. I am offering you a complimentary Healing Breakthrough Discovery session. In your discovery session, you and I explore your biggest challenges and what could be stopping you from getting the lasting pain relief and grace-filled life you desire. I'll help you clarify your vision and set you in motion a specific plan to meet your goals. You'll also receive my professional recommendations for your best next steps. And if we are a good fit for working with each other, you'll get the opportunity to hear about my programs that help you break free of the chronic pain cycle forever. Remember, your Healing Breakthrough Discovery session is free. The free sessions are limited. I'm offering these discovery sessions because I want you to have a no-risk way to get started. Remember, the spaces fill up quickly. There is no obligation or pressure to buy. And this is a valuable one-on-one session with me to get clear on what you need and get you moving in the right direction. I invite you to take committed action now for the rest of your life. People having instant healing responses. I love it. This is one reason I feel excited about sharing the elegant simplicity of my Empowered Healing Discovery sessions. There's nothing you need to do to prepare. Just go to this URL and apply right now to find out what you need for lasting pain relief. There are a limited number of sessions available. Do join me for a gift of a lifetime to you. Go to empoweredhealingprogram.com/apply and apply for your Empowered Healing Discovery session. Thank you for listening. I look forward to talking with you soon.